I think the word natural has been tossed around a lot lately, and we just kind of wanted to
clarify what we think is natural, because in the
I
natural hair community there's so many different like spectrums of like types of hair and what is considered to be real natural or not. So of course, or not of course, but we have never permed our hair or relaxed our hair or anything like that. We've just always, our only problem was abusing the flat iron and the blow dryer.
To me, natural in terms of hair is kind of like just wearing, you know, what grows out of your head. And obviously, like, if you want to get technical, somebody who thinks of natural might think of like, oh, you know, never having dyed your hair, never having done this, never, like, just not touching it or something. But I think to me it's in terms of what we're doing, like just, you know, embracing your curly hair or
what grows out of your head,
whatever, yeah, in that sense, whatever goes out of your head.
So we just kind of wanted to give some general just guidelines on what has worked for us. And for me, when I first started doing this, like from like 0.0 to where I am now, I just did a lot of research, and I looked into why my hair would look so crappy the next day when I left it curly and why I hated it so much. So I just basically learned like what products will keep my curl and keep it in the shape that it's supposed to be, rather than just make it like what like hairspray does. It just makes it hard, and then once that hardness goes away, it just like turns into this like frizzy situation. So first thing I learned is that your hair needs moisture more than anything else. Moisture is
especially
number
curly
one.
Hair.
Especially curly hair. Somewhere that I've read, this is just a random thing, the problem with curly hair is that the oils that we have naturally in our hair can't travel down through like all the
like the coil
as
fast as straighter or wavy hair, basically.
Yeah. So you need to kind of help your hair out in that sense. So you want to have a good hair day. You want to make sure that your curls are like at their optimal shape. You need to moisturize and keep your hair moisturized at all times. So what I found for me that helped me the most was sulfate-free shampoos. And now what that means is, let's say for example Garnier or something like that. What makes the bubbles and the suds is what dries out your hair. So when we didn't know anything about this before, and we would have our hair curly, and then it's like the second day and like, oh my god, we have to wash our hair again because it looks so crappy, and you wash your hair again with that shampoo, you're taking out all the natural oils. I get so passionate about it because it's, yeah.
Where we come from, you have to shampoo your hair like 3 times in the shower and just like really get it and all that. Horrible.
It's not good for you.
Horrible.
You're taking out, your hair is obviously not dirty. You just washed it 2 days before. So you don't need to put more shampoo in it. But in my head, I was like, well, I have to because I'm restarting over again. So I don't know that mentality, but yeah. So I would wash it again and it would dry out my hair even more. So when I left it curly, it would look crappy by the next day again. So it was like a vicious cycle that by the end I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to straighten my hair because I don't want to be washing my hair every day. It looks like crap. But what I didn't know was like I was like drying out my hair every time I washed it. So the sulfate-free shampoo is washing your hair without actually stripping it of all its natural oils. But when you started, she just did the curly girl method, which is just you wash it like
I mean, you know, at least like for me at the beginning, while she was doing, like, she kind of got onto the sulfate free and all that kind of stuff and like organic stuff first, and then I looked at those products and I was like, I am not paying that much. Like, I'm broke. I'm not paying that much for like a little bottle of shampoo and stuff. So and don't get me wrong, like there's people out there that have beautiful, gorgeous, long, like down to their butt hair, and they use like regular products, like, you know, nothing organic or sulfate free or any of that stuff. And if that works for you, then excellent, you know, lucky, right? But in terms of trying to like restructure your hair and go back to like healthier hair, grow out healthier hair, this I think is like a great idea. What I did first was kind of like just, I used regular shampoos and conditioner like Pantene, Suave, whatever, you know, Tresemme. And basically what I would do is I stopped shampooing as much. I think that's like the first step. I have a lot of friends that they shampoo their hair every single day, and I'm just like, stop. Just stop the addiction. Just like take it down to like every other day, just as a start. And I have one friend that says, I can't, like, you don't understand, my hair is so oily and all this stuff. And I'm like, I know that, like, I understand that. That's exactly what I used to think about my hair. And the truth is, like, because you're shampooing it every day or, you know, so often, you're just like shedding all your natural oils and everything. You're stripping your hair of the natural oils. And your hair makes so your hair is right. Your hair is like, I need to make more. So it makes more, and then that's why your hair gets oilier faster. So you have to just kind of like train your hair, and it'll eventually work out for you. But it's hard at first, but you have to do it. That's okay. So instead of like washing my hair so often, what I started doing and using so much shampoo at once also, what I started doing was just alternating, like leaving more days in between shampooing. And one thing that I did was, when I put the shampoo in my hand, I would put like an equal amount of conditioner, and then that together would make it feel like it was making suds or whatever, like more suds. So, and then just that one shampoo, and that's it. Just leave it at that. And that was like a step closer. And then also another thing was, if my hair the next day, for example, I was like, alright, I can't go out with this hair, it looks horrible, then I would just wash it, but it's just a co-wash, which is like conditioner wash. So instead of putting shampoo, I would just wet it and, you know, like just pretend like I'm shampooing my hair in the shower, and then just put conditioner, just as I would with a regular wash. And believe it or not, that you actually feel like you shampooed your hair. I mean, like, I'm not saying doing it every day for a month or something, but just when you need it, in between, you know, and when you feel like you need to re-wet your hair and refresh it, yeah, it works.
Well, depending on what you want to do, if you really want to go sulfate free and all that, even now as I'm using sulfate free, I don't even shampoo my whole head. I just always focus on my scalp. And let's say I've been starting this recently, I would say like maybe last month. I would use a regular sulfate shampoo just like once a month, and that'll kind of
it's like a cleansing.
Yeah, it's a cleanser. You can buy, I'm saying regular sulfate because I haven't really looked into a clarifying right, shampoo, which is what it's called. So that's what I've been doing now, so that, because of course if you go sulfate free and you're using all these other products that have alcohol and that have silicones and they have all this like bad stuff that's not organic, that's why I'm obsessed with organic,
she is,
then your hair is gonna have
a lot of buildup,
and so that's not good. So you need to decide, and once again accommodate to your hair, and decide how often should I clarify my hair so that I don't get product buildup. So yeah, so before then I really never clarified my hair at all, and my hair was fine. But my hair has been changing so much that I really can't give you like a clear, like, oh yeah, I had buildup at this point, or because I don't really know. But I decided that I needed to clarify my hair today because yesterday I murdered it with some bad stuff. Heat,
which is the next thing.
Alcohol. Hairspray, like it was just a mess. But I did it. I don't know why I did it. Don't judge me. But I did it. But yeah. Now, our next